Hi there, everybody. My name is Megan Gidcombe, and I'm the reading specialist here at Heritage Lakes. I will be working with your child in fourth grade reading intervention this year. And fourth grade reading intervention is very similar to the structure of third grade reading intervention, in which we do some passage reading and some book reading, and we work on our comprehension. So I'll briefly go over our comprehension skills that we'll work on throughout the year, as well as the structure of our lesson and how many minutes I'll be seeing your child. But before I go on, it's important for me to mention that your child is responsible for reading 20 minutes at home of independent level text. That's continued all the way through their school career, and that continues to be the expectation this year. That number of minutes is research-based, and it's super important that your child is reading at least 20 minutes of independent level text at home. So just keep that in mind as we go through. So in September, we will be working on our habits of reading in school and at home. And we will be kind of reviewing a little bit of our comprehension skills that we worked on in third grade. In October, we will be working on inferring the main idea and details of a text, as well as using text features such as graphs, let's see, what else, captions, that sort of thing to comprehend a text. And we also start to work a lot on strategies of silent reading because, as you may have noticed, at the end of third grade, there was a lot more silent reading going on, and that will continue to get more and more into fourth and fifth grade. So these are strategies we teach. And then in November and December, we'll be working on inferring the theme of a text. So that's like your big picture. It's similar to moral and lesson of a text, but it's even more abstract. So I'll do a little video in the next couple months so you can kind of get a better idea of what theme is. And then in January, we will be working on summarizing a text. February, text evidence, so using text evidence to answer a question very specifically. So when I would ask a question, they would answer the question and say, I know because in the text it says, and they will quote directly from the text and cite a page number or a paragraph number or use a highlighter to document where they found it. So it's really getting them to get away from like, well, I feel like this is the answer, and getting them to go back to the text and specifically what is the author trying to get me to know and how did the author tell me that. And then in March, we'll be determining the meaning of words and phrases. So they should be able to infer based upon the context clues what a specific word or phrase in figurative language, like simile or metaphor, means without having to look it up. And then at the end of the year, in April and May, we will be reviewing theme and reviewing main idea. So reviewing those big picture abstract inferential comprehension skills. In fourth grade, your child will see me every day. On Monday, we will be doing fluency checks, some assessments, and they will be doing some independent practice. And then Tuesday through Friday, we will be working on a form of, it's called close reading. So we read the same text in different ways for different purposes. Tuesday, we'll be working on what does the text say. Wednesday, how does the text work? So analyzing the author's craft and structure, and as well as we'll also be doing word study on Wednesdays. On Thursdays, we will be, inferring what are those takeaways? What does this mean? So that's when we would get into, for example, main idea or theme. And then on Fridays, we do something called the days, which essentially is a way for us to determine if your child is reading and comprehending text silently. So the days is something they do. The words are left off every, let's say, 6 to 10 words. There's a missing word, and that the child has to choose a word that would make sense in that spot based upon a selection of words. And then when they're done, we talk about it, and we talk about strategies we would have used to come up with that. So not only is it giving me a snapshot of their silent reading ability, but then we go back and discuss our comprehension, and we go back and reteach some of those strategies of silent reading. So that's fourth grade reading intervention in a nutshell. I hope this helped you understand what we'll be working on. And again, your child is responsible for reading 20 minutes of independent level text each and every day. And I will be sending home some books for them to read. And they can also be choosing good fit books from the classroom library, from the school library, from your home. and from the public library. Those all go into their 20 minutes, so it doesn't always have to be my books. So I hope this helps, and thanks for taking a view, and I hope you have a great day.